what this verdict means for other women. It's a setback.
This whole idea of that now it'll be hard to trust other women. Yeah, because of you. Well, that's your fault. Like, she's like, now I feel bad for the other women that'll... It's like, because you...
I know. Yo, welcome back to another episode of the Immigrant Section. It's your boy, Abbas Wahab, saying thank you for tuning in. As always, I appreciate y'all. We got a banger for you today. My good friend was just traveling with this guy. Always funny, always down to fuck around. My boy, Amish Patel.
Brother. Every time I come, you are closer to God, brother. The studio looks sexy, man. The hookah there I like. The Tupac Biggie poster. It's just beautiful in here. Dante's on the ones and twos, and you got like the whole thing. You got a lighting. You got two kids. Dude, every time I come, closer to God. Every time closer to God. Other podcasts see this, they say, how it look? We are falling behind Abbas. How it look?
Dude, our trip to Florida, that's a concentration of essentially what 5 days was in Florida, right? How it look?
I think we said how it look 800,000 times.
Yeah.
You you really did it more than me though.
Yeah.
You did it more. How it look?
Whole community talking.
How it look? I would just be standing in a room and I just hear a whisper in my ear. How it look? And I'd look around like he's just there behind me.
Dude, that was the best time. What do you think of Podcast Expo? Would you go again? Was that your first time? By the way,
time, yeah.
Orlando, fuck Orlando, the most expensive city of all time.
Oh
Apparently Vegas is bad.
No, Orlando was kind of ghetto. It was like a small town, but then they just have these roller coasters everywhere. It was beautiful though too. It's a beautiful.
It's a vibe.
It was crazy expensive. It was but it was it's so silly going to those networking festivals, those networking events.
You need a guy like Tyler, the guy who kind of the producer that lined it up for us. You need a guy like that who's like very like, you know, kind of like semi-autistic that can just quickly walk into a group of people and be like, hi, have you met him? Like, I can't do...
I can't. I hate it.
I can't.
He calls me every other day and he's like, okay, so can we set up some podcast guests for you? I'm like, bro, I love this guy. He's like working so hard for us. But yeah, like he got us all to come out. He got like 20 of us to come out and then we're all going to do each other's podcasts and it will grow and we will be prosperous, brother. But that's
What's that guy's name?
Beck's Lover.
Oh, dude, put Dante. Can you Google a guy to spell that?
Is it on YouTube? Beck's Lover.
Oh, he should
I don't know if he's on YouTube, but he is like he was. What did he call Tyler? He called him like, oh, this guy looks like he killed a rabbit when he was 12 years old with a hammer.
He looks like Beck's Lover. That was gonna get some porn right there.
Yeah,
I think BEK.
This guy is like Joey Diaz, the best way to describe him. He sounds like a new Joey Diaz from New Jersey.
Yeah.
He's a podcaster.
Type in podcaster.
What an interesting guy. And just ripped Tyler the whole weekend. That was so funny.
Beck Lover and the comeback team.
Every time, this guy Beck Lover, he's probably like, he's a pretty big guy. Like a big Joey Diaz size, like probably like 250, 300.
Yeah.
God is great. That's okay. I love you. But every time I turn around, he's just picking up some girl. Like always, every time we look, he's just with a girl and he's just getting the phones out.
Well, he's not he's not
getting the Instagram. It's a networking event.
He's a networker. So you're allowed. Yeah, he's a networker. But like that guy's a character, man. That's
silly.
Like a character that's podcasting spawned. I don't know if it was like...
One sick thing about Florida is that we were able to smoke cigars and hookah inside this restaurant called Arabian Nights. I think it was called Arabian Nights, right?
And you can get just regular drinks too, which Canada doesn't do. It's like one at a time.
Yeah.
You can either smoke hookah, smoke weed, or get alcohol. You can't do...
Yeah, I know,
America's like, go for it.
America's like, go. Just rip,
That's
dude.
the stupid shit about Canada that annoys me.
That's the spirit that America has. That
go for it.
Why wouldn't there be drinking and smoking in the same place? It doesn't make any sense.
They go hand in hand together.
Only in Canada do we go, well, of course, that makes sense. That's the rules.
They're like burgers. Oh, fries. Oh, you got to go outside to get fries.
That's what we do with drugs here. But Canada is like oddly tolerant to government bullshit.
It's weird. They compartmentalize that shit where they're like, everything goes except together at the same time. Like LCBO. You can go to an LCBO, get out, go to the beer store, get out, go to a dispensary.
Yeah.
America, as soon as they legalize, like I bet Colorado, they have a place that you can just get like whiskey, wine, and fucking a quarter ounce.
Yeah, why not?
You know what? Why? What the fuck is the reason we're leaving the store and crossing the street? It's in the same strip mall.
It's been legalized for 1 year, and we're like, we need more. I want acid in the store. I want mushrooms in the store. The mushrooms are coming. It's been 1 year, though, and we're like, come on, guys, do better. The edibles aren't good enough on Canadian legalized weed. The edibles are garbage. They're like 10 milligrams. But the weed is so good. I love it.
The weed's actually solid. But it's slowly going to get worse and worse, I think.
Why would it get worse? I think it's going to get tighter and tighter. They're going to be like the THC content is just going up all the time.
You ever been to Amsterdam?
Oh, it's garbage, eh?
Garbage. But that's decades of it being legal and like having, the legitimate market servicing it. Something about illegitimacy just sparks creativity, innovation. I don't know what it is about it. You know what I mean?
The weed community is always like that too. They're rebellious.
Like if Anne Frank had a microscope up in that attic, she would have discovered some next shit. You know what I mean?
Probably all that time.
Scientific breakthroughs up in that attic. I'm telling you, dude.
All that time on her hands. Why not?
Exactly right. She's just making scientific. She'd have two journals. One's science. One is
Yeah. No, honestly, doing some science experiments up there would have been perfect for her.
Now that we talked about what we wanted to talk about.
Yeah. No, but Podfest, the worst thing with Podfest is that Roberto Blake was there. Shout out to Roberto Blake.
Oh,
he is the Guruji of my channel. He's got like 500,000 subs. He's doing like all this marketing content. He's outside of his talk at Podfest. He's talking to you, helping you with your channel. Brazil.
I felt so bad, bro.
He's helping this guy with his YouTube channel.
I'm literally like, how do I grow it? Look at these analytics. He's like, you ever been to the advanced mode? Let me show you something. He's clicking it.
Yeah, I know. Meanwhile, yeah, $8,000 worth of his camera equipment gets jacked. Brazil, how it look?
And the way he stepped out for a second when he first went back inside and was like acknowledged that his bag was gone and came back in, he briefly gave me a look that was like, I don't know right now if you're involved with this. Like it was a Liam Neeson style. Like I'm gonna get to the bottom. I have a certain set of skills.
He goes. My bag stolen during the time that I was talking to you, Abbas.
Yeah. I was like, thanks for the info.
$8,000 worth of equipment, Abbas.
The worst was you had to give
connected?
a keynote right after.
I know. And in the keynote, he goes, hey, if you stole it, just give it back. We'll be friends. It's fine. Just give me the stuff back. It's $8,000 worth of stuff.
I'm like, brother, I love you and I appreciate the feedback, but it's gone, bro. It's gone. The person that took it is not here anymore.
I know, right?
Imagine putting it in your bag and just being like, and I'm still gonna sit here and take notes. There's still value here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a psychopath.
Oh, the biggest psychopaths. You know what they do? They come back and they like get in charge of the team looking for it. They're like, his stuff is stolen. We got to do something. And then they're like, I'm at the head of the search party, but it's like they jacked it. That's the most evil.
It's that insane shit. It's truly the Amber Heard shit.
It's that Amber Heard shit.
Where she went ahead of it and did that black eye in like the magazine and was like, I'm fucking victimizing this guy, so I gotta get ahead of it with this story.
Oh, that's interesting theory. I never heard that one. Yeah.
So the whole thing started with that. The whole defamation suit was when she did that front page, right?
Yeah.
Black eye. She's fucking him up, so she's like, I gotta get ahead of this. It's the same thing again.
And you know what's
like,
the crazy thing about that? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, please. It's done.
The crazy thing about that is that she went to the ACLU, which is like a civil liberties. It's like a civil liberties organization. She went to them and said, "Hey."
Is that the white people's NCAA?
Yeah. I think that's it for like white people.
I'm thinking.
No, NCAA is basketball.
Which one is
there's one for like
NACP, NAACP,
Association of
Black Police, Black Political Police.
Yeah. There's like like a social justice. It's like a social
reverence.
They're for the community. They're like they're saying, hey, what you did is wrong in the community. Like that's
otherwise how it looked. Right?
How it looked, exactly right. No. So Amber Heard goes to them, says, hey, I'm going to win this thing. I'll give you $3.5 million. Get me an article in Washington Post. So they get her the article, but she never paid them.
Wait, she paid millions for the article?
She gave a deal to them saying...
Who's them?
The ACLU.
Yeah.
Go to Washington Post, get me this article where we screw up Johnny Depp, because you can't just put out a Me Too these days. It's a sexy market for Me Too's. Everyone's putting out a fucking Me Too.
It was,
yeah.
A little hot. After Amber Heard just fucked it up for a lot of truly victimized chicks.
That's so sad, I know.
Were they going to be like, she's going to be like, she'll show up with a real black eye.
And they're like, what is that, makeup?
Yeah, exactly. Sure, Amber. She's like bleeding from the ear.
I know. know, dude. Oh, that's so sad.
Whatever you say. What, you got a shit in your hand right now? Huh? Where are you going to throw it at? She's like, he hit me several times.
He hit me. Dude, the shit, that was such a good hitter. That was a great trial, though. 3 weeks of nonstop.
It was 6 weeks.
It was 6 weeks, sorry.
Yeah.
Yo, Dante, can you pull that up?
Real quick. So she went to them. They published the article.
Oh, so yeah, they got her the article in Washington Post with this promise that she'd give them $3.5 million from when she wins the lawsuit, or like when the money comes over. But then during the thing, they even exposed it in the trial that she never paid them. Have you seen that clip where where the lawyer's like, so did you pay the money to the ACLU, $3.5 million? And she's like, yes, I pledged the money to.
That's the one where it's like it was pledged, right?
Yes, I pledged it. And then they're like, no. I'm asking you my question.
Actually, can you pull that up? I saw
that was
there's
such a good
so much content on YouTube.
What a great TV show! It was like a series. It was like a series just dropped.
Oh, I've been opening all. I'm like, are you guys watching that YouTube exclusive?
Yeah, it's
what's it called? The Johnny Depp trial? Fuck Ozark. You know what I mean?
I know, right?
There's every
Just took the
content
ratings.
creator is just because they know it's trending. They're tackling it. So I'm seeing.
No, we'd be in World War III right now. We'd be in Ukraine.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Canadian troops would be going to Ukraine right now.
That's the bit I do.
This is.
It's like we've been watching this so long.
Yeah.
I was like, I thought I'd turn back to the news and be like, oh my God, every Ukrainian is dead. They killed them all. Oh my God. We've stopped paying attention too long. They're all dead.
I know. It mattered so much. Man, the Ukrainian thing was like so sad because first the Will Smith slap just took him out.
Yeah. No, it did. But the Johnny Depp trial was going the whole time. So Johnny Depp trial totally took out the Ukraine.
Yeah.
And then within the Johnny Depp trial, the slap kind of derailed the trial for like a couple days. And people were like, was it staged? Was it not? No, it wasn't staged.
Wow,
Back
dude.
to Johnny Depp. You know what I mean?
Media organizations are going out of business right now because you can't compete with these hits. This lady is so nutso that you can't write this into a character. Like HBO's like,
You can't write this.
How do we write this character? You can't write it.
Yeah, you
It's
really can't.
pure evil.
And it's like, what was I going to say? It's like, you can't recreate this shit, which is the craziest part. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's why I always say God writes the best jokes. You can't. God writes the best joke. You can't put this into HBO and make it work. Like people would be like, "That's too far fetched." It's just she's so evil. She's faking notes. Like this.
No,
like
and right now,
Yeah.
In all honesty, don't you feel a vacuum in the internet?
Yeah.
Now that there's a verdict, I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, this is the exact point Trudeau is going to launch the monkeypox vaccine.
Monkeypox time, eh?
Yeah, he's like, no one's like, our YouTube video is gonna get traffic again. Like
I
this
know.
thing is done. We'll
This
just
thing's over.
you'll go to like Trudeau's YouTube and you'll see the keywords he uses. It'll be like Amber Heard trial. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Will Smith slap. You know what I mean? He's trying to get all the trending shit.
He's trying to get all the trending shit. Yeah, no, that's what Trump used to do. Trump would go on like that's how he did his nightly things. Like he was doing a stand-up routine.
He's fucking crazy. Yo,
so
press
silly.
play. Do we have volume on this?
Entire $7 million to charity, right?
That's correct.
You stated you would be donating half of the $7 million.
Camille, everyone loves this Camille Vasquez. She's doing a great job for Johnny Depp because they are
The other
righteous.
half to Children's Hospital.
And then her team sucks,
That's
dude.
correct.
People are just talking shit about her team. Like legal experts are saying like her team really screwed it up.
Sitting here today,
You know, like just
I was
didn't
listening to
know-
Rogan
you
and he
have
was
not
like, she's a
donated
beast. I don't know.
the
I haven't
$7
been watching. I haven't been
donated,
watching.
Not pledged, donated.
One sec.
The $7 million divorce settlement to charity.
I use pledge and donation synonymous. with
Wow,
one
what
another.
acting?
don't.
What
Miss
acting?
Heard.
I use pledge and
I don't use it synonymously.
synonymously.
That's how
Like,
donations are paid.
Miss Heard, respectfully, that's not my question. As of today, you have not paid $3.5 million of your own money to the ACLU. Yes or no?
I have not yet.
And as of today, you have not paid $3.5 million of your own money to the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles, correct?
I have not yet. Johnny sued me.
So as of today, you have not donated,
Johnny.
paid $7 million of your divorce settlement to charity, right?
I have not been able to fulfill those obligations yet.
She
And
goes,
that's
yeah,
because you
Yeah.
did
yeah.
want something, didn't you?
I didn't want anything and I didn't get anything.
You wanted Mr. Depp's money.
Didn't get it, wasn't interested in it. I loved Johnny, that's why I was with him.
You wanted praise for donating the money, right?
That's incorrect.
You wanted good press.
the press.
In general, one does want good press, yes.
Okay, you know what?
Okay,
I
yeah.
don't know this. She makes me sick to my
She
stomach.
is so silly, dude. Can we play that fake note writing clip though too? The fake note writing is amazing, but that dude, the acting, She's just like she's trying to steamroll over the lawyer with like, yes, I pledged the money.
yeah. Like,
Yes, it was pledged.
like,
I use pledge and donate synonymously.
the only
It's
thing
not
I'm sad
synonymous.
about is that all of the jokes I've got related to this trial, they've got like 2 weeks to 4 weeks max, and then it's kind of fizzles out.
You'd
and
be
then they're not
surprised.
really-
It looks like season 2's coming out, dude. Let's read her note after this, because after this, there's an article where she's saying that season 2's coming. She's saying like Hollywood.
shit, this
that's
is
the next article. But let's watch
Let's
this.
see
one.
this. Amber Heard, you should touch the paper with your pen. Oh, that's
oh my
hilarious.
God, pretend notes. She's just pretending.
Oh my god,
Oh, I love. She's so
She's been
silly.
writing notes
she's
during
insane.
the
You can't write this into
I
a
love
show.
it. I love it.
You
She's
can't write.
crazy, and she's got her little Goldilocks hair, like
I know.
like the daughter of a campaigning president.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like a virgin maiden. But you
Yeah,
gotta
exactly.
Look at this guy. He's just
This
like
bitch
nodding.
is not writing.
He's just like, what the fuck is she doing? Yeah, that Goldilocks hair is perfect, dude.
Dude.
That honestly,
Wow,
I
she's
don't
so
think she
sub-
needs a team to do that. I think that she, as an actor, is performing very well in a sense.
So I see that, and I'm like, oh, she was given legal advice, legal counsel to look engaged, to look, present and like, involved, whatever you want to call it in the trial.
I see what
but
you're saying.
That's a creative liberty from years of mediocre acting.
I think it's her acting chops. I think her acting chops are incredible. When she says, "Yes, I pledged the money," like there's no sense of doubt in her face.
I know.
She, like her acting is committed and it's there and it's solid. And then when she gets called on it, she's like, I use acting. You know what she tried to pull on her? She goes, when you buy a house, you don't give all the money right away. You do a mortgage and then the money gets paid. So that's how it works. Like she's trying to pull that kind of nonsense.
Yeah. You're like, so wait, so you're financing the rest of the pledge? Or are you putting a down payment on it? What are you saying?
So funny. She got Elon Musk to pay it. To pay a bunch of it. Yeah.
No way.
Dude, she's like, listen, man. What this shows. Elon.
Hey, E. What does she call him?
Dude,
you
that-
know? Hey, Musk.
Did you see the one weekend where they were
Musk
dating?
muffin.
Musk muffin. I'm so sad because the ACLU, I owe them money.
Musk muffin, I have a favor. Remember that 2.5 million I pledged?
Please, baby, I'm a cutie little baby.
Goes, Amber, I'm working on Tesla and SpaceX. If I pay it, how it look?
How will it look?
Amber, whole community talking.
The whole community will be talking. I just love the photos of like the one weekend they're hooking up and he's got black eyes. Like his face is red with black eyes. Have you seen it?
No, like
Dude,
it's
with his-
photoshopped, right?
With his kid. No.
Bro, you stay on top of
She
everything
beat
to a
the
level.
shit out of Elon Musk. I'm telling you.
No, you're
the
kidding.
photo. I swear to God. If you look at the photos,
Yeah.
they're together for one weekend. Dante, can we pull up a picture of Elon Musk with Amber Heard, please? Thanks, man. We got Dante killing it on the ones
I
and
love
twos
it,
here,
huh?
just like pulling up.
Shout out
I
to my boy.
love this, dude. This is so. You are a job president. Every time I come, more prosperity here.
Yeah, soon we're gonna
prospect.
get the switching going automatic too. So then this will just be much easier too.
It's beautiful, man.
Full
You're
multimedia.
doing God's work. Okay, that first one I think is it.
Okay, I don't know about.
No, go back, not that one. Go the first one in the top left. There we go. Okay. Amber Heard.
Okay, come on. What are you talking about, bro?
No,
He
okay,
looks
maybe there's
normal
better
as fuck.
pictures. Look.
Bro,
Dude.
we don't know what that is. That might be an acne scar, bro.
Nah, dude,
You're
she
sa-
beat the shit out of him.
Actually, if we're being honest, that kind of looks like a kiss, like lipstick of
Yeah.
a kiss. Like, go back up to that, don't they?
Look at his face at the bottom. It's like
If anything
red.
that looks like.
It looks
Dude,
like it looks.
that
It could
is
be her
that's what
makeup.
that is.
It
That's
could be
what that
makeup.
is. Look, it's a punch. She's got red lipstick, and she looks fire there. She knows how to clean up.
She's
That's
so
the thing.
hot.
She's fucking
so
crazy.
hot.
What a
And honestly,
crazy,
we're all the
crazy
only reason
bitch.
we're not in this trial is because we're not. Johnny
We're
Depp.
not on her radar
We're not
by
on
any
her radar,
means.
dude.
Yeah,
She's a
we'd have to
smoker.
really hit.
And that's why you say God is great because luckily, like the biggest psychos, they won't come after you unless they can get like some big money out of you or something. I guess.
Wow, craziness.
Like Elon Musk, yeah. I mean, that's how I saw it with Elon Musk. I feel like he had a black eye and everyone was showing it, but
no, this.
I don't
is
know
just some
why
internet
now. Yeah,
shit.
this does look. Now I look like I'm making up stories too, doesn't it?
And you probably are, and that's okay.
I'm
That's,
telling you, I saw black eyes on Elon Musk. It made sense to me at the time, but
it's
Elon
like,
Musk black eye. Should we do that? I'm really stretching.
There's,
Right?
just there's black guys around. No, that's black guys, Elon Musk. Look at this. Yeah, I mean, you can't. You don't know any of this. This is all just some next level hearsay shit.
No,
It almost appears to have black eye in these Amber Heard pictures. Did she strike him as well? Did she strike the billionaire
He has cut and bruise under his eye. Yeah, like that one is the one. That one. Yeah.
Bro, how can she slap?
How can she slap?
How can she slap?
Dude, what a.
I'm not saying Amber
in such a
Heard
beautiful
was violent
package.
towards
too.
Elon Musk, but that's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah,
crazy
maybe,
that he's
maybe
just
not.
with
I don't
her.
know.
Like, imagine like being like that, and she's just like, she's probably crazy with it. She's like, "You're stupid and wrong. I love you." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
she's probably
yeah,
like
yeah.
insane. You know?
Honestly, the lawyers were screwing up so bad, like the way that they were attacking people, that I feel like maybe at night, because that nerd lawyer, that the rotten bottom, maybe
His name is literally Rotten Bottom.
it's something like that. Rottenborn, sorry, Rottenborn.
Rotten Born.
His name
That's
is
way
Rottenborn.
worse, bro.
Yeah, that's why Johnny
not-
Depp. It sounded so good. That's what I mean. It's a great
That
TV
sounds
show.
like a banished family in medieval
Yeah,
times. So
yeah.
they changed their name to the Rottenborns.
dude. And she's probably like, ask him again, Rottenborn.
It's like we were Johnson before my dad did treason.
Yeah, Rottenborn.
The
Hey,
rotten bonds.
Yeah, that's Rottenborn. Yeah, that's Rottenborn.
Look at this guy, and he's a lawyer too. Oh,
He like honestly, he did the silliest stuff too. He did the move where he was like,
her
"Is
lawyer or Johnny's lawyer.
This is her lawyer. One of the things he did that I thought was so funny was he goes, "Isn't it true that Johnny Depp pulled his penis out in the foyer?" And he says foyer, not
Oh,
foyer.
not foyer, yeah.
He doesn't say foyer. He says foyer. He goes, "Isn't it true that Johnny Depp pulled his penis out?" And the other guy goes, "No, that's not true." And it's just.
Oh, it wasn't true.
It wasn't true. He's just making it up.
insane.
He's just putting it out there.
She got someone that like resonates with her level of insanity.
I think maybe it's a combination of banging and then beating the shit out of him, maybe in places where they can't see it on his face.
So crazy.
So she probably bangs him and then just punches him in the stomach and says,
All I know,
tomorrow I want you to ask if Johnny pulled his penis out. Say it 6 times. And he's like, it'll ruin my career. It's not even any proof. Like, it's wrong as a lawyer to do that. You're not supposed to do that. It's bad legal. Like, you can't do that. If you're in court about one thing, I can't be like, and Abbas, isn't it true that you frequent the high school to look at little kids? It's like, that's not
Like,
having...
no.
No, and it has nothing to do with it. Why
It's
you bring
like-
it up?
Yeah, it's like, I rest my case.
He goes back, he's like, oh, sorry, guys, that's all I had. He just...
yeah, he's like, yeah, exactly. The defense would like a recess. It's like, he goes back to the table. I'm stumped. I don't know what to, I am stumped.
Sorry, guys, that was my whole
The
plan.
team's good.
My
That's
whole
a good
plan was
team.
him pulling his
Yeah,
penis out. You didn't
yeah.
like it? Dude,
Okay.
he does like literally 6 questions of like, and then didn't Johnny Depp pull his penis out there? Dude, like 6 times. And the other guy goes, no.
No.
No, that's not true. No. It's so
Let's
funny.
go to the
Can we go to the
note
article?
sheet. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
and then let's let
And then
this
let
thing
this
die. I'm not even
because
I'm
we're
done
going
with
into
this.
we're going into season 2 of this basically. If you look at the note that she has in here, can we just read the headline of this? This is so funny, dude.
Amber Heard's support grows slowly in Hollywood after Depp trial verdict. Slowly, yeah, because it's Hollywood. It's like
I guess some
in
people
the
have
wake
to take her
of Me
side.
Too. It's like you kind of have to.
Yeah, I guess some people are going to join. Actually, I know this
People-
one girl on my Instagram. She
Yeah.
had an article up saying, I don't care about the bandwagon. I'm still with Amber Heard. Read my article on whatever. And I was like, how?
But that's how you get traffic to your article,
Right.
Because it's like, hey, you know what I mean? Imagine writing an article, the positives of 9/11. You know what I mean? It's gonna get traffic.
It's
You know what
going
I
to get
mean?
traffic. Yeah.
But like, look at this. He sued her 50. She countersued for 100 because over statements Depp and his camp had made about her. She said I was a slut. He said I was a slut and like shitty. I want 100 million. It's like you don't work. You barely work. When's the last thing you've seen her in?
Oh, God. I mean.
But okay, wait. Let's just see her final statement and fucking
Yeah.
let this thing rest. Bro.
Yeah, let it die.
Let
but
it die.
I love how she gets to the end of this whole trial. She's found like
Bye.
the lawyers, the judges, female, the jurors, whatever. They all find her guilty on freaking everything.
I love it.
And then she comes out with this no.
The disappointment I feel today is beyond words. I'm heartbroken that the mountain of evidence still was not enough to stand up to the disproportionate power, influence, and sway of my ex-husband. I'm even more disappointed with what this verdict means for other women. It's a setback. It sets back the clock to a time when a woman who spoke up and spoke out could be publicly shamed and humiliated. It sets back the idea that violence against women is to be taken seriously. fuck yourself. I believe Johnny's attorney, I added that part obviously. I believe Johnny's attorney succeeded in getting the jury to overlook the key issue of freedom of speech.
What?
And ignore evidence that was so conclusive that we won in the UK.
It's not conclusive in the UK.
I'm sad I lost this case, but I am sadder still that I have lost a right that I thought I had as an American to speak freely and openly.
Wow.
God, if there's ever a post where comments are disabled, it's this one.
This is the post you gotta leave comments
Please
disabled.
tell me comments are disabled.
It's got
Can you comment?
406,000 likes.
Please tell me comments.
It's got to be comments.
Are there
Oh.
comments? Please tell me there's comments. Go scroll down. Comments on this post have been limited. Limited.
Limited.
Love
So
you.
positives only.
Love, hearts, love, queen.
Queen.
Queen. 4 comments.
There's 4 comments and they all have hearts
Wow,
on them.
that's
literally every
hilarious.
single one has hearts on them. Wow.
Queen.
Queen.
3 hearts, 14,000 likes.
No, but the worst thing
I agree with that. 3 hearts. I agree with that.
3 hearts.
What's her last post? Let's see the post she was putting out during the trial. I thought that one was with like
Oh, wow.
8 weeks ago. Oh, this is pre-trial.
My little O is a year old today. I
Let's see,
still can't believe you're here. The greatest ever heart.
But how many comments though on this one? 4? Oh, she let a little more on this
she
one.
let a
huh?
little more, yeah. Wow, more comments on the
Fuck
baby
her.
than the...
I bet her follower count like doubled during this trial.
Oh, yeah, dude. I mean,
It's funny. All publicity is really good publicity at the end of the day.
I guess in some sense, because there's always going to be people that support her. And like this whole idea of that now it'll be hard to trust other women. Yeah, because of you.
Yeah, exactly.
Because-
you are solely responsible.
That's your fault. Like she's like, now I feel bad for the other women that'll. It's like because you
I know.
did obviously a fake one, and that ruins it for people who are real victims.
It's like trying to start a mutiny in like the ranks, and then getting caught. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it's like, but King, how can you trust anyone now? It's like you were the you
Yeah.
started the mutiny, dude.
Yeah, you start. Yeah,
You were the problem.
You were the problem, man.
We're
I mean, you're hating the guy too so much.
Isn't it crazy how it goes to show you how crazy the system favors women, that even though the entire internet and everyone I ever came by was like clearly pro Johnny and was like, okay, this chick is crazy.
Yeah.
When the verdict came out that he won, there was still surprise. Deep down, I still thought
I was shocked too.
Me too.
I was like, this could
that
go
white
either way.
privilege shit. Like I was like, wow. Like I mean, obviously they're both white, but like female white privilege.
Yeah,
obviously,
no,
I was
no,
like,
no.
oh, and like on the topic of abuse in this Me Too age, I was still a little surprised that he just won. You know?
Yeah, no, he did a really good job. I mean, this is the acting parts of a lifetime. And look, season 2's coming out.
Yeah.
Hollywood's getting behind her.
I can't wait to see the trailer.
Dude, the documentary's going to be so sick. She's going to put out her own documentary. Like, it's going to be like a $20 million Netflix documentary.
Yeah,
like, Amber Heard's side.
Isn't that, man, this stuff makes me sick to my stomach, that like this, the footage and the coverage of this trial is really what will cement her career probably for the next 10 years.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's so sad. And really,
she's probably
going to
take a big stance against anti-women violence and do talks for 150 grand, 200 grand a piece.
Yeah.
All over the nation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
But
this is now she's got those agents of like the victimized women's agents where it's like they put her on the public speaking circuit.
Yeah, I mean, it might be tougher though because she did screw over the ACLU. The ACLU looks
they
bad
don't play
right now. The ACLU, I mean, look, they're the ones that, like I was saying, got her the article in Washington Post. She promised them $3.5 million.
I thought you said Musk covered it.
No, he didn't. He gave him like a couple $100,000 or something like that. Like he paid some of that money up, but not even the full amounts paid. So she still owes the money. She never paid them for it. And then in the end, they're like, we supported you, and it turned like a major court is saying that you lied about the whole thing. So I think the ACLU will be paid. It'll be like split in Hollywood because some people are going to be on pro Johnny Depp now.
Yeah.
But what a drama. We'll find out in season 2, Phoebe.
Yeah.
Baby.
Anyways,
How it
fuck
look?
it.
How it look? Let's go next. What do we got? Sidhu Musiwala passed away. That was so sad.
I know. I was talking about it with Hassan last time.
Hassan!
And then he was saying that some rapper, Goldie Brar, which I told him, which I'm like, that sounds, is that a rapper?
No.
He's just a Canada-based gangster.
Gangster. Goldie.
He was
It
working
was me,
against us.
Goldie.
Canada-based gangster Goldie Brar takes responsibility for Sidhu Musiwala's murder. But
Yeah.
this is like, you know, when fucking anybody gets killed and Taliban would be like, it was us. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you the difference. Tell me how the Taliban notes are, because this Goldie Brar note is very respectful to the community. He opens with Ram Ram, which is like basically God is great.
Yeah.
Then he says, to all the brothers in the community.
Is this Hindi?
It's in Punjabi, so I don't even know what all of it says, but I can tell you the opening line is to God is greats. First, there's Ram Ram, which is like God is great, and then Bayo Nu Sat Sri Akal. That's another God is great. He
doubles up.
He doubles up on the God is
So
great.
you almost can't lose after that.
Prayer hands, yeah. So this note is almost like, hello, uncle.
Yeah.
I did for community.
Can you read? Can you read any of the other stuff?
Not really. Jera Sidhu Muse ale de kam hoy. I don't know what it means.
So
but he's basically, the first thing is him saying that I take responsibility. It really is like such a community. It's so community based. Like, I mean, the guy's like, I did it for the community. He killed my brothers. That's what he's accusing him of. He's saying like he killed he's saying brothers, but they're people in his gang. And I take responsibility. We got it done with the Delhi, maybe the Delhi. I see Delhi police in there, but I don't know if he got the help of the Delhi police. I know that the Punjab government, they took security off of Sidhu Moosewal on the day. That. And then he was like, yeah, me and this other Bombay Indian gangster, Lawrence Bishnoi, we
Is this
managed,
on Twitter?
He
And he's just in Brampton. Like the cops don't come to. There's no investigation. It happened in India, so it's like.
I can't believe
How does that
he's
work?
not arrested.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
I take responsibility for the murder of international talent Sidhu Moosewal. That is all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you just go to Timmy's and get a double after that. Like what the fuck?
Well, the other guy's in jail. Lawrence Bishnoi, he's in jail.
Who's that guy?
He's the other guy that he says that who helped me do it. And I think gangsters, they almost like going to jail. Because
Yeah,
like,
because they got a community in there.
the community's there.
Yeah.
No one's gonna like kill me.
There's notoriety.
There's like notoriety of like I did my time.
And literal gangsters, not like just a thug, but like a gangster literally with a gang. They have gang protection when they go. So it's like they go in with like a community setup in there.
Yeah.
There's like a structure for them to fall into.
Even the guards are like, we've all been bought out.
Yeah, exactly. All of them,
They break
100%, bro. I had a friend that was in prison for a year, and I'm like, how do you get money? He's like, I sell weed in there. I'm like, what the hell?
Wow.
He's like, this guy was like career prison guy, like did prison here, prison there. So now he's like selling on the outside, selling on the inside. I'm like, oh, how does it work? He's like, oh, the guards, bro. The guards. You get all of it in through the guards. They're not making like. They can't afford a house either. You know what I mean? So it's like they'll take $1,000 to look the other way for you to bring in weed. You know what I mean? Weed, cigarettes, a couple lighters. Like they're not. No one's gonna fucking die from this. You know? It's not a 9mm pistol.
The guards are like, I need to make money too, and the guards like have sex with them too. Apparently, a lot.
Well, I mean, it's like all guys. You know what I mean? I don't think the guards are doing like. Who knows? I don't know. But like, there's. I know in the prisons where there's like female correctional officers.
Yeah.
And like in a man's prison, of course they'll.
Dude,
Bro,
they're gonna grab.
When Mike Tyson was in prison, pull that shit up. When Mike Tyson was in prison, they used to bring like this fucking correctional officer to his thing like multiple times a day or some shit like that.
Wow,
Dude. This
Mike
boy was
Tyson.
getting that pussy right in the cell.
Brah.
I think he actually knocked up a correctional officer.
God is great.
Mike Tyson recalls getting into altercations in prison.
I would get into altercations while I was incarcerated.
I was incarcerated
Mike,
and I got
he
into some
slept-
into collaborations with a lady and I got her pregnant.
Look, Mike Tyson claims he slept with prison counselor and had to do some really nasty stuff to her to reduce jail sentence. That's
Damn.
hilarious.
That's hilarious that it's basically like he didn't even want to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
That is the real suffering is this.
Well, think
President.
about it. Think
Yeah.
about it. Like a correctional counselor in a prison, that's not going to be a 28-year-old woman. It's going to be like a late 40s, mid 50s, 60, jaded woman from like a career around convicts. You know what I mean?
Just the kind of person that you ask them for something and then they walk around the table.
It's not this fat ass chick.
Look, wait, here it goes. He had it. I came in with 50-something years. They cut it all the way down to 3 years.
He's like Jewish. He is kind of have a Jewish voice, right?
I was doing 69 at 30. At first, they gave me 63. Then they took 10 off. Then it was 53. And then they gave me 10. I had to do 3. I got 7 on parole.
This is like a Jay-Z verse, by the way. You know what I mean? I flipped it 10, brought it back 9. You're like, yo, someone get a calculator. Jay-Z's spitting facts, bro.
Jay-Z
He's laying it all out.
The 22 questions.
In an episode of Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson, he told presenter Jim Gray how he had a ball inside. He said, I thought that this was the worst thing that could happen to a human being. He described how he felt safe and secure locked up.
Wow,
Jewish
dude.
Mike Tyson. But wait, what does it get?
Because the
I
streets
want
are
more
too
on the
treacherous.
banging thing. Wait, go up. He added, I had a girlfriend and got a girl pregnant in prison. I was living a life in prison. I was just
it was just meant to be. I was Mike Tyson. Everybody gave me what I wanted. Everyone talked like I was some tough guy, some cool guy. I was just a pig. I was just a pig.
I was just a pig.
I'm so ashamed.
Banging her to get my sentence reduced. Using my cock.
The way I was living, it was just not a God-fearing way.
Shoving my cock inside of another human being.
Yeah, exactly. Just to reduce my sentence.
Just to reduce my sentence. I felt like used property, like a prostitute.
Like a prostitute or a pigeon that flies away when you try to feed it. I just want to feed you, little guy. I don't want to hurt you. I hurt everyone else. I hurt everyone. I'm the greatest. He just breaks the pigeon's neck. Oh, fuck. Another one.
I'm the greatest of all time. All praise to Allah. Like,
Yeah. And Michael Caine is his like,
yeah.
That's enough now, Mike. Mike, your father left it all behind for you.
imagine Michael Caine. Remember, have you ever, the story of Mike Tyson, right?
Yeah, it's Customato.
Customato.
was his guy.
Imagine it was played by Michael Caine.
Oh, that's a role of a lifetime.
Oh
That's
my
perfect.
God.
That's perfect. Yeah, because he'd have to learn a New York accent.
You've got the wait. What's Michael Caine's accent again? How does it go?
You've got the.
No. We're doing two like
We're
two
doing
like
two, you have to do two, but the
two,
first
like,
Michael Caine was like,
Paperboy. Two like extra like kid.
Michael, when you get in the ring, make sure you knock him out.
Yeah.
The whole
Dante.
world's depending on it. In it.
So- no, he doesn't say
Man,
in
we
it.
are overworking Dante. He's put
I
notes.
know.
He's like,
He's like,
Michael
Like,
Caine voice.
Michael Caine voice.
I need to. Michael Caine as Customato, like in his
Yeah.
corner. We got to do this.
Customato was like so New York Italian.
Okay, let's hear this. Why is the volume so low? One sec.
Michael Caine. My name is Michael Caine.
My name. I'm finished. Some people know that. It's like,
Some people know
Mike,
that.
Mike, you've got the heart. But you're not letting them see it through, Mike. You're not letting them. Your father had it. No, your father had it, Mike. I don't know. Fuck.
You got the fire, Mike, but some people don't see it. Some people don't see it. I
If
don't
you
know.
let the fire extinguish, Mike, then what do you got?
Yeah,
I feel
so
like
good.
that's jumping between Australian.
There's
and
great
fucking-
monologues though, dude.
Dude,
Customato.
Mike. Oh, Customato.
Customato to think it would be a role of a lifetime because Customato has so many of these monologues like he is my son. When I found him, I said I love him. I love him with all my heart, and I will take him as far as I can go. Like he's like
was
I
in
loved
it.
him,
He was in
and then
it.
Mike Tyson they switched to him, and he's like my father. Before him, I didn't know anything was what's up and what's down. I didn't know
I was
anything.
a dog.
Yeah, and
I
then
was
he
a
even
dog in the
says-
world.
Yeah, he was something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was like that. I was getting in trouble constantly. I will fight. I had no direction. Cuss brought it all in me. Cuss gave me structure. Cuss gave me hope. He told me I was a man.
yeah.
Cuss gave me a home.
Wow.
You know what I
It's
mean?
so tragic when
It
after
is
Cuss
tragic.
died, and then
And then-
and then Mike Tyson goes like just
He's like, I don't want to fight anymore.
he goes 10 years of degeneracy after
Bro,
the guy dies.
it's pure anime writing. I love when I see a story in reality that's like a pure anime. It's written like an anime where it's like your coach dies and then
Yeah.
you lose your resolve.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you got to get back. I don't like he was champion after that, but it's never like he went.
Yeah.
Boxing's a young man.
But
so-
metaphorically, like we all go through that in our lives. I guess that's why those stories work because you are like on smaller levels. That's why I was even saying about Amber Heard. It's like these you have these kind of psychos in your life. There's a lot to learn from that because even in work politics, you'll meet someone like that. I think, and then even in your life, like people die and then you're like messed up. You see it more as you get older. Like in other people, you see that like this guy was killing it. And then just kind of went silly for 2-3 years, and then you find out later that like the guy had a bad breakup and his business died, and then he was just been weird for 2-3 years, and then you get your shit together and you come back. You know what I mean?
some people don't come back.
Some people don't.
Bro, yesterday I was shooting a music video with Conrad and Mark
Sick.
at the Toronto Island.
Amazing.
And there's a marina where people just live there. And I'm
Amazing.
walking around there, we're trying to get a shot, and there's all these marine. It reminds me of Key West. Like, so many like middle-aged folk just living on like the boat houses.
Yeah,
Houseboats.
it costs nothing.
Just
Compared
your
to
marina
rent.
fee or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know how expensive it is here, but I know it's fucking super expensive down there in Florida. But like, way more expensive than rent. But like,
Oh right.
but that's like Key West, super sought after area. But like, I'm looking around at these people. I'm like, man, I bet a lot of these people
got the same spiel we did. Become a doctor, become an engineer, become a lawyer. And
Yeah.
Some of these people look like they did it. This is a guy walking around with a black Fruit of the Loom shirt on a bicycle.
Yeah.
He's like 56. I'm like, what's this guy's story? I have a feeling
So
he
silly.
did 40 years of regular mortgage in Barrie and was like
100%.
at one point had a divorce and was like, fuck that shit.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just living on the marina.
Do you remember our Uber driver in Florida? The guy's like used to be a lawyer, now he's doing Uber.
That was interesting, motherfucker.
That was an interesting guy, and maybe fought in wars and like flew planes and shit like that.
By the way, have you seen Top Gun?
no, I heard it's good.
Oh, it's great. Here's the best part. Remember when he said he's taking real G's? Remember that? When he said that?
yeah.
Tom Cruise, which is an insane motherfucker, when Top Gun starts, it's the first scene of it's him in a theater doing a direct address of the audience. He goes, "Thanks for coming out, everyone. We worked really hard on this movie, and the planes are real, the G's are real." I'm like, that's where that motherfucker got it, the direct address. And then he goes, "And I hope you enjoyed because we did it for you." And I'm like, I don't know if I like that or not. You know what I mean? Like,
It's
Tom
sexy.
Cruise is
It's a
so
sexy
out
move.
there.
It's a sexy move.
I can tell in like Florida or like North Carolina, everyone's in the theater like, yeah, Tom Cruise.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
But like I was in a theater of 6 Canadians. We didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
We're just like, this nigga's insane.
that this guy opens the movie with like, "Hi, I'm Tom Cruise, the star of the movie you're about to watch."
I know.
in preparation for it. It's like, hey, don't break the third wall, right?
I
Fourth
know,
wall,
bro.
dude. Like, you're supposed to do that shit at the end. But you know what? When you're so famous, you can do some silly.
He's
move
beyond
like
it.
that.
The
He's
rules don't
beyond
apply to him.
The rules don't apply because the movie's banging.
Bro.
Say whatever you want.
you watched
Address or no address off the top. The movie is ripping. Like, you can just tell when a movie's.
Bro, 97 on Rotten
Yeah.
Critics, 99 by audience.
Whoo, God is great.
You can't argue with numbers like that.
God
Bro,
is
it's
great.
just, it's not a complicated movie by any means. That's the thing. Movies, a lot of times, they like to get good through like complexity. They're
Yeah.
like, we're going to, like Tenet. Tenet is, I always go back to, you've seen Christopher Nolan's Tenet?
No.
Fuck Tenet, okay?
I find Christopher Nolan
He
he gets convoluted for no reason sometimes.
But, like, what was it called? Inclusion or Inception?
Inception.
Inclusion. It's just like, he's all these transition people who are like reverse transitioning. It's like transition upon transition. Inclusion.
Dude, that sounds like a right-wing conspiracy movie.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen those right-wing movies where they're like, in the future, liberals will take over and not let us drive cars or something like that? Like, gas is too expensive, but this is like social
is what
justice
they want.
inclusion.
But
inclusion.
but Inception is complicated.
Yeah.
But like, okay, you follow it. He's going deeper in the dream, blah, 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 dream world.
Yeah.
I think what happened with Tenet is he had a decent, he keeps getting more convoluted.
Yeah, he keeps
And
getting
Tenet
more.
was the most convoluted, but I think COVID grounded the theatrical release for 8 months to a year.
Right.
So I think they just kept editing it. I think
Right.
they just fucking overbaked it. Because when I watched it, I'm like, what the fuck is happening in this movie, bro? I have never
I hate that.
been like, I'm not a dumb guy. I'm like, if anything, I'm at least average intelligence. At least.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what I mean? So it's like,
They're
this
supposed to-
is a tentpole movie for the general public. So if I'm like, what the fuck? I usually smoke before. I knew this was like a Christopher Nolan, so you can't get high before it. Because then, bro, I'm like, what the fuck are they talking about, bro? They're just back and forth. The banter, the speed of the banter,
Yeah.
the subject matter. I was lost right after that first scene. And they do that thing where they start in the middle of an action scene.
Yeah.
That's not well explained. That's the best thing about Top Gun is
Simple.
none of that.
It's like
so
Mad Max
simple,
Fury Road. Have you seen Mad Max Fury Road?
Even more simple than
So
that.
simple. More
One
simple than
mission.
that.
One mission.
God is great.
And I like that they don't in the movie they don't set it up as he's like the god. I mean, he is.
Well, other than that monologue off the top.
other than no, in reality,
Hi, I'm
yeah.
Tom Cruise, the
But I'm
star
saying
of
he's not
this
like
movie.
he's not like the most popular guy in the movie. His skills are god level, but it's not like whoa, it's this. He's the old fucker.
That's
like,
so funny, dude. They always do that
it's
with
that
Tom Cruise.
cliche of like, oh, it's that old motherfucker.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
then when
yeah.
they get in the sky, like you could tell by how the young pilots were fucking with him. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, he's about to fuck them up in the sky.
Yeah, exactly.
You could
yeah,
tell.
yeah.
You know.
Well, every Tom Cruise
Like,
movie.
there you short fuck. I'm like, oh, you about to get.
Yeah.
The sky is coming for you, my friend.
So many Tom Cruise movies start like that, like where he's just like, "Hey man, I'm the golden boy. I just don't feel like doing it. I don't feel like trying." Like so many movies are like that. Like A Few Good Men.
Yeah.
They have to beg him to be a lawyer in it. They're like, "Please, Tom, you're the
so
only one
good."
who could do it. You're the only one." And he's like, "I just want to play baseball.
Yeah.
I was playing baseball, dude. Just for
Tom
fun."
Cruise embodies white privilege perfectly. I love it. There's scenes in it. It's perfect. There's scenes in it where it's like he wants to prove to the military that he can do this
mission they won't let him do.
Yeah.
So he just takes a jet and he's in the air and they're like, and he's like, mission control, do I have permission to enter? They're like, we don't really have an event scheduled for you today. It's like, he's in the air with a jet. There's 9 people who would have approved
This
that
is why
shit.
9/11 happened, okay?
Exactly.
Because someone could just run off, and then the general's like, "No, let him go."
Yeah.
They just want to see where it goes.
And they did all the great cliches I haven't seen in a while.
Yeah.
Where the general literally was like, "You took a multi-million-dollar jet in the sky. Damn it, yeah, you flew it well, but god damn it, I'm not running give me your badge type
Yeah,
scene.
yeah.
Johnson, you fucking that's a $6 million damage, but chief, the cartel was getting. I don't want to hear it, Johnson. You know what I mean, like that scene.
Well, they always do the classic one is they do tour like $6 million worth of damage. 4 jets are totaled. The Chinese want to go to war.
But I got him behind bars. That's not the point, Johnson.
No, I find that
Internal affairs on my ass on this one. I'm not gonna be able to get you out.
Yeah.
I just need 2 days, Chief. You don't have 2 days.
I can give you 1 day and 2 hours max.
You're like, oh
Only
shit.
because you're doing the right goddamn thing.
It's going from Act 2 to Act 3.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
They're like, the terrorists are not delivering the thing in 2 days. They're delivering it in 6 hours, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
So I have to move everything forward, and no one is ready. It's just perfect. It's fucking great, bro.
Oh my god.
God,
that's
you
great.
gotta watch it.
I gotta watch it.
You gotta watch it.
It's just
So
like silly.
entertaining.
Yeah, it's so
So
entertaining.
entertaining.
It's just like a men's fantasy.
Bro, straight up, bro.
Yeah.
Just jets, and obviously they got ethnic women flying the jet, and so many minorities. Like it's like the main.
It's the U.S. military, so they gotta have black people
The funniest part is it's Tom Cruise
and a bunch
and
of Asian.
2 white guys that are like the main focus of the
Yeah.
young pilots.
Yeah.
And then there's just like everyone else is a visible minority.
make
and
everyone
they're
else-
all like the B characters that
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
like
yeah.
supplement.
Yeah, they
But
get
they're-
a line in.
It's a Mexican guy, a black
Yeah.
guy, a Hispanic chick, and like a white guy.
And they all do like a line from their community, like "Ay, Tom Cruise."
It's not that bad. It's not that bad. But they are like
Tom Cruise, how it look in Community? He's gone.
so good, dude. You gotta watch it.
I gotta watch it. I gotta
Yeah.
watch it. I love that. I always notice the casting now too.
Yeah,
You
man.
can't just watch a movie. You gotta
I've
watch the
noticed that
casting.
shit.
Yeah.
Even before I got into this game, I love what
God is
I do
great.
like diversity budgeting. When anytime I'm looking at a scene, I'm aware of how many of every ethnicity there are. Just like
Yeah.
you don't even have to. You could just tell me how many of this are in this.
You know who does perfect diversity math? Is Black Mirror.
Oh, I never watched Black Mirror.
Black Mirror, it's amazing. And it's just perfect. It's never like wrong.
It seems real.
It's so real. It's
love
like
that.
perfectly done, but so real. Yeah.
I love that. Black Mirror. Well,
But,
I forgot what I watched. that
No
was like-
Mexican guy saying "Ay, Tom Cruise," like nothing like that. You know what I mean?
you know who's really good at that? A24 movies.
A24 is so
They
tight.
cast shit so real. Like when you see when someone does a role, it's like that's the real. That's who that person, that
Yeah.
clerk
Yeah.
in that store. It would be that guy.
It would be that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like this guy's gonna have to see a therapist after just to get their mind straight.
Yeah, dude. It's like it's not like 9 black people in like Arkansas.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean.
It's perfectly
It's
cast.
mostly, and they'll literally be like, "Oh, it's a period piece from this time. Everyone is white. Everyone's white. Everyone was
yeah,
white. You know,
yeah.
I'm fine with that shit. You know, it's not.
I like
this-
what Bridgerton's doing, where they put black and brown people as the leads in. Have you seen?
but they're
Bridgerton?
the help, aren't they?
No. They made them the kings and queens. I think the queen's name is Oprah or something.
Yeah.
Like they're doing like a commentary. It's like a whole social commentary. but
girl.
It's all like you. It is very you go girl.
Yes.
Yeah. The only white guy. There's the one white girl, and she's like in the first season, and she's dating like a black guy. So there's at least that, and they're banging everywhere. It's a great show.
Yeah. I can't.
It's hard. Yeah.
I can't
yeah.
keep up, bro, with the trial and everything.
It's
you know,
so
I'm not
much.
watching-
There's
I'm
so
not-
much content to keep up with.
You watch
yeah.
Atlanta?
No, I didn't see the new one.
Oh.
How was it?
I watched episode 1. It's great. They do sick shit where they do full episodes where it has nothing to do with them.
Amazing, dude. It's an art show.
Nothing to
it's
do
so
with
artistic.
It really is.
It's
It really
beautifully
is.
shot and like just always like it's what do they call it? I saw one guy call it Afro. You know how there's Afrofuturism? It's like Afro surrealism or something.
I love that's the most demeaning shit.
I know.
Like
A black guy's doing it.
Jay-Z has that one lyric, doesn't he?
Murray's like, remember a time where black people couldn't play in the league? Now it's back. It's called Afrotech.
Yeah,
where it's like startups, black-led startups,
yeah,
Afrotech.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Your own community.
Yeah, exactly.
You just
It's
can't
like-
win with those programs.
Yeah, I mean, that's good if you're trying to apply for grants,
Yeah.
Afro-related grants that
Yeah, yeah,
require
yeah.
afros.
Yeah, yeah.
You have to have a pick in your hair to get this money. Hey, we can't get the money to you unless we see a pick with a fist at
It's
the
like,
end.
you have to have an application unless you just come with the pick.
Yeah.
And like, oh, right away, sir.
Right this way.
Right this way.
Yeah, it's like the application just has one question: is this for the cause?
Yeah, yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, it is. What's
For
your
the
direct
cause. Go
deposit
right ahead.
information?
It's like that Eddie Murphy sketch where they just he does whiteface. Have you've seen that, right?
And he's like an anchor or something. Like
No. He just goes out on the street, and everything on the street is like so happy and joyful. Like everything's happy, and like white people are living like a secret happy life without black people.
Oh,
so like
and his white face is. I think I saw this, and it's like perfect.
that's it. Yeah,
White like me.
yeah.
And
this is
Eddie
a
Murphy's like,
classic.
it's just perfect, you know?
Yeah.
Like his white.
The white life is perfect. He walks out.
No,
and he's
not
like,
the white
life is
life, but I'm
perfect.
saying like his white talking. and
Yeah,
everything
it's
is
so good.
perfect.
He's like he actually explains it. He's like, you got to talk when you want to talk to like white people. You got to talk like your ass is tight, like you can't walk and shit. Like he explains it.
What are you doing?
I'm buying this newspaper.
That's all right. There's nobody around. Go ahead, take it. Take it.
Dude, he goes to the
ahead.
bank and shit.
Now that I see this, Chappelle Show did Eddie Murphy's SNL sketches
Yeah.
to a way higher level.
Oh, you think so, right?
Oh, I think Chappelle Show was way
He was doing more
Slowly
character
I
stuff,
began to
less political.
realize
Yeah.
That when white people are alone, they give things to each other for free.
Wait, is he narrating it too?
Yeah. It's like when white people are alone, they give things to each other.
Oh, it's like the
what-
learned experience.
Yeah.
He's-
That's what he learned. So next he goes
Yeah.
to a bank. But even this bus is hilarious. Like there's like one other black person. They get off.
There
This is
was
glad you haven't
only
seen this?
one
This is
other
the best
black
of
man
Eddie
on
Murphy
the
SNL.
bus.
This guy, one other black guy gets off the bus.
Oh,
got
and then
off
everything
on 45th
changes.
Street.
Yeah, just watch. They close the door. This is classic.
Oh, the music starts. Oh, this is Chappelle. Literally did this one, the dancing thing. That's hilarious.
They're all like just having such a great time.
Man, it's so weird with the times. I feel like some sketches can't be done, but other sketches can easily be done.
Yeah, this
Like
can be done.
anything related
more
to
serious than
this.
You just gotta rip white
like
people.
not the
I
white
find.
face.
Let me get this
You can do
straight,
it.
You know,
Mr.
people aren't really doing whiteface like that.
Bro,
anymore,
who
though.
cares?
Who's
But
doing
white-
whiteface?
whiteface?
Chappelle was like the last guy to do whiteface with
you
his
have
anchor
no
roll.
collateral.
Come on, white guys talking.
You have
Cut
no
it out.
credit.
Yeah.
This malarkey or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But like, who's doing that anymore? But now it's like no one was doing like a trans this that unless it was like a hooker that ended up having a dick. Like it was always that. You know,
was always yeah.
It was always like a hooker. She had what? Wait, she what?
Yeah. In the 70s.
Adam's apple or like that.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
In the 70s, it's always like a joke of like, I fucked a guy by mistake.
Yeah, exactly. But now you can do some crazy sexual, convoluted like sex transition stuff like that. But I feel like back then you could just do like the race stuff. It just more like remember when they did the Chappelle or whatever they did the race switch, white
Yeah.
family, black family.
That's so
you don't
good.
see that shit anymore.
No, I mean someone's got to. I get like it always seems like that's the genre though. Like In Living Color was like that too.
In Living Color, yeah,
So good.
They just
I grew up
tackled
on
that
that.
shit big time.
Yeah, they just hit it hard. Yeah, no, I think it's a classic sketch comedy thing. And then I feel like Amy Schumer was doing all those bits for women.
Oh, was she?
That's
I
like-
never paid attention to her comedy too much.
Her sketches were tight. They're
Yeah?
funny, but they were very similar. I find like the messaging was always like if I was a guy, like just ripping guys the way he's ripping white people.
Word.
Yeah. No, it's not bad. I think Kurt Metzger wrote on it. A lot of good writers wrote on that show.
God.
Amy Schumer show, yeah, classic.
How long did that last?
Like 3 years, and then what happened to Amy Schumer? It's like now she's in some controversy of like people tried to make a controversy of
They
her
said
stealing
that she's
jokes.
stealing jokes. Yeah,
But I don't
there's
think
a
it's stuck.
lot of videos.
I don't think it stuck.
There's like a full compilation of like Exhibit A versus Amy's Exhibit B.
Yeah,
It's just like
yeah.
lining up two bits, and it's kind of hard to deny.
It's hard to deny, but you know what happened?
I love how he's looking at the IMDb credits. He's like, what happened? Let's look
Inside
at
Amy
IMDb.
Schumer.
Where did it all go? Oh, it was Inside Amy Schumer.
That was a sketch show. It was a great show. But I find
Imagine
what
how many
happened-
guys Inside James is like been there. He does,
Yeah.
like, half
Well,
the
that's
guys
like the
is
joke
high
of her thing too. Like it's
all
supposed to be
about, like-
inside. It's supposed to be. It is like a lot of sex jokes and
Like
stuff
a
like
sex
that.
show, yeah.
But it's interesting because I feel like when it happened, like when people started accusing her of stealing jokes, I feel like she pulled a hard, like, oh yes, typical white male. Oh yeah, he stole it from a white man. That's what everyone always thought, and
Yeah.
she just walked away.
Yeah, exactly. She
and
just-
everyone's like, can't get her, can't touch it.
And if it was like,
So
I
she's
bet
just like she hosted the Oscars this year.
it's so funny. It's like
so funny, yeah.
whatever the hated person is of the times. Like, right, like, if she was like in the 50s and she had the same notoriety and like everyone's coming at her, she'd be like, a black man raped me. You know what I mean? And then all of the accusations would disappear, and this would be the main thing, right?
Dude, there's
now
so
it's
many
like a
accusations like that.
straight white male has
Yeah.
disenfranchised me in some way or form.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, that actually happened a lot. Where just a woman would be like, I thought my daddy was gonna beat me for being out too late, so I just said this black guy like touched me.
Oh, and then they kill the guy.
And they killed the guy.
And then as the lady's like dying in her deathbed, she's like,
yeah.
I just wanted to watch King Kong. It's 3 hours long. And he warned me before. I didn't want to get hit. So yeah, so they killed him.
Yeah, dude, that's rough.
It's that whole Emmett Till story too.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, he winked at me, and they like fucking murdered this guy like crazy. And yeah, on her deathbed, she's like, my bad. Sorry about that whole killing that kid thing.
She's on her bed like, the pain that I endured.
Yeah, exactly.
Holding it in. You won't know that suffering. Nobody will know that suffering.
She's the real hero.
I'm the real hero of the suffering. Sometimes I envy him. At least he's gone free of this world. But her memoirs.
Wow,
on the
she's the
deathbed.
real victim in this.
She's the real victim.
Jesus Christ.
The real victim is the one who has to live with the memory. I was having tea and I could hear his cries. I didn't do it.
At the beginning of Top Gun, they show a trailer for the new Mission Impossible.
Sick.
Where he rides a motorcycle off of a cliff.
Yeah.
And like...
And then
actually, here's the funniest part about Top
Yeah.
Gun. At one point, they're randomly sailing a boat. Him and his love interest, who's like... The way Tom Cruise pivots into the love interest, there's no romance.
Yeah.
Is just like they'll just end up talking in a bed with his shirt off, like
'Cause he's too
post sex
Yeah.
conversation.
Typical.
Where I'm like, there was no romance.
Yeah.
It was just like, for this to work tentpole market, you got to be fucking this chick.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? You're a man's man, so you got to bang.
It's just a way of looking like this guy's so cool. We don't even have to go through the
He's so
nervousness
alpha.
or anything.
He's so alpha. Yeah,
that
yeah.
he just bangs all the time and,
and
it's
it's
no
just,
big deal.
They're sailing at one point, and he like goes over to the big like sailing fucking like steering wheel, and then I forget Jessica Biel, or I forget what the chick's name is, but apparently she was in the original one. If you go to Top Gun, but she like stands behind him, and like the way he looks over his shoulder at her and just smiles, I'm like, this guy's insane. Jennifer Connelly.
Wow.
Because she's taller than him, right? So she's got to get behind him for depth perception. Because you can't be
camera's
taller
gotta be
than
low.
him. Yeah.
can't.
That's what I look at all the time. Because it's like, it'll be a shot of him like where she's a little shorter than him. And he's like, I look at the shoes right away. Cowboy boots.
Cowboy boots.
You know what I mean? I'm like, bro, this is all I look
Dude,
at
you
now.
always got the apple box.
Like, he gotta be higher than this chick.
Yeah.
And it's just the way well, look at it. When we watch it, the boat scene, the way when he starts steering the boat, the way she transitions behind him
Yeah.
and looks over his shoulder, like he's it's just so, I'm
so
like, this guy's
sexy.
insane.
I love it.
But,
And
like-
that's the original, eh?
That's the original.
Damn,
But like, as he's driving, that's actually the new one, not the original.
Okay.
But in the Mission Impossible trailer on the way, he jumps off a cliff with a parachute, and like the way the camera pans up, you can tell like the motorcycle's actually falling, and he's actually falling. Like,
Yeah.
it's all real.
Yeah.
I'm like, this guy's fucking. He's just an adrenaline junkie.
Yeah, he loves it. Well, you got to
He has
stand
got
out
his
in Hollywood.
big smile as he's about to. I'm like, it's not about Hollywood. I don't think.
Okay, you know what I think it is? It's like, to be an actor in this world, you basically have to stand out in some way. So you basically
Yeah, go to the
have
end, the last shot.
You're always pulling like psycho publicity stunts, kind of like Amber Heard. if you
Right
think
before
about-
that.
Oh my god.
Wait. It should be any second now. Is one sec. You gotta have high falls. You gotta. Yeah, he's always running. Yeah, look
Sick.
right here. Like he's just nuts.
Yes!
He's just nuts.
Yes,
he's
dude!
insane. He's crazy.
I just want to see like at the bottom of that mountain, like the parachute goes out, catches on something. You're like, oh no, and then he just lands at the bottom. Like remember in the one where he's in the lab, he just lands at the bottom on the floor, like with his hands out.
Oh yeah. The first Mission
The first
Impossible.
Mission Impossible. Like at the bottom of the hill, there's some kind of like computer thing. He's just like
there's lasers.
Yeah.
At the mountain, the base.
At the base.
There's a vault at the base of the valley.
And then just someone's like watching, be like, I can't believe he pulled that off.
Yeah, exactly.
God damn it, he's good.
God damn it, he's good.
And then at the end, at the bottom, he's just like flat on the floor. That's so silly.
And then he'll say some banter line like my hip's gonna feel that in the morning or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like even when it's like this isn't gonna end well for you. Like the general tells that to him as he's leaving, and he goes, "You may be right, sir, but not today." I'm like, Shut up. Like
can't wait.
Yeah, and
Watch
there's
it.
like the cocky guy in the movie, the cocky jet pilot who's
he's
the
got the-
top of his
he's got the
class.
pick.
He's in uniform chewing on a fucking toothpick while he's getting instructed by military. I'm like,
Yeah.
this isn't real military shit.
You can't
He's
have
like,
the thing.
I get it, he's the worst, but he
Yeah.
can't just be like chewing on a toothpick. Like,
Yeah.
what's the deal with this war engagement, guys?
Yeah. I would
have
love
barbecue.
to see. I would love to see the guy from the first from another military movie just slap him. Like that's what would happen. If you're in the military and you're in training and you have a toothpick in your goddamn mouth,
Yeah.
the fantasy that these guys are trying to sell is like, we're so good.
Yeah.
The chief, I earned my right to have the toothpick. You know what I mean? Like, I fly too good. Can't say shit to me. Like, that's,
Damn, that guy's good in the sky.
Yeah.
You keep chewing on that pick, boy, you never getting up there. They've
love
removed your flight privileges for the month. What? But I need to train for the next engagement. Should have thought of that before you chewed on that toothpick.
All right, overnight missions. He's been clocking 12 hours a day. Let him
What?
go.
What do you mean he's in the sky right now? Sir, he just took the jet by himself. What? Get him down. Sir, he just shot down every enemy plane. Like, God damn it, he's crazy. But and then some guy in the back goes, but he's just what we need. like it had that kind of like Simpsons full-on parody of old school like cop
But he's
drama.
just what we
Yeah,
need.
he's just what we're looking for. Sir, he's so crazy, he might just get us all killed. He might also win this thing.
I mean, I do think it's war propaganda. As much as I'm going to watch it.
It purely is. I
such-
never wanted to join the fucking Air Force.
Because of that?
More than that. And I've been in the military. I don't like
yeah.
that shit.
No, I think it's war propaganda. And it really is just glorifying how these idiots act. They're so stupid. It's all like bravado shit.
Oh, it's all ego.
It's all ego. Yeah. It's
But
like,
still, like, they don't try to present it like it's not ego. They present it like it's truly ego. So it's
right.
just...
So it is what it is, yeah. Fun, dude. I can't wait. I got to watch it.
Yeah. Okay. But, yo, I'm going to get picked up soon.
We got to go.
And I got to make moves. So,
Habibi,
bro, this fucking flew by. I can't believe
man.
it's already... Yo,
I know.
as always, tell them where to find you, bro.
Follow me on Instagram at Fade to Brown. I put all my stuff over there, my podcast, my comedy. YouTube.com/The Drip Podcast is where you can listen to my podcast. But yeah, just follow me on Instagram. I post about it there. Peace.
There you go. Scroll below. You'll see that in the description. From my end, follow the socials. Follow Dante at, was it Person One Productions? Person One Productions.
Bringing
If
up
you
the
need that
clips.
production work, hit up my boy Dante. He does not do any wrong. I was like, am I gonna land that sentence? Am I gonna land this sentence? But yeah, yo, scroll below. I'm doing the Zoom with the listeners. There'll be a link below if you want to get the Zoom link. Click on that and support the Patreon at patreon.com/the Immigrant Section. Become a fob. Get on the Discord. Oh, there's a bunch of videos. I got a Discord going now. I want to share some of the videos
Sick, let's
those
see it.
crazy fucks have been putting up, but I'll do it next time. This one was I shouldn't have slept in. But hey, you know what? That's that. You know?
Habibi.
This is what happens, bro.
God is
This
great.
is what happens, brother. Until next
Peace.
time, thank y'all for tuning in. It's your boy,
Peace.
Abbas Wahab, signing out. Peace.